Hey, Rob Wog here again. Right, another fucking what you need to be listening to. Alrighty. I fucking love doing this because I fucking love pulling out these records and telling dipshits, not dipshits, I shouldn't say it because kids, it's not their fault they're born in this era. But what I'm saying is, I just so glad I was born in the era I was born. So I just want, I'm going to talk about Black Sabbath, right? Now, I love all Black Sabbath. I know people go, oh, all the new Black Sabbath shit. I love it all. But, if you want to listen to the Aussie Black Sabbath, and everyone everyone goes on about, oh, yeah, Paranoid to Kill a song. Well, it's a good song, but you know what? I think you need to own these records of Black Sabbath. These two records. Probably my favourite of the Aussie era. I mean, I don't. I love them all pretty much. I'll tell you a story about Black Sabbath. How I got into Black Sabbath. I was 6 years old. It was my 6th birthday. I remember talking about this to my brother, and he doesn't remember doing this. But yeah, them two records, great records, right? He for my 6th birthday, he comes in my room. I never really got along with my brothers when I was a kid, but they came in. It was my birthday, and he was like, my oldest brother, and he turns around and he goes, here, have this, happy birthday. And it was a Black Sabbath tape. It was an original tape, but with no cover. It was just the actual tape. And I was wrapped. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, what's this? And I went into my bedroom and I put it on. I don't know if you've heard Black Sabbath's first record, but it's the start's just like rain and thunder. It's pretty classic heavy metal, but it was scary to me because I'd never heard anything so fucking cool and dark at that time. But killer record. So Black Sabbath's first album, Black Sabbath. Another band that meant a lot to me growing up as a kid, and a lot of people know them, and they always get, it's Kiss. And, Kiss mean a lot to me because growing up as a kid, I was obsessed by Kiss, But they were a novelty band, but to me, even though they were a novelty band, they still had amazing songs. Novelty bands now, they're just fucking terrible. One Direction and all these. I've never, I'm not even going to get into it, but you know what I mean. Come on, is it what kids need to be listening to? Go fuck yourself. Alright, just this is classic. This makes me happy looking at this record. It's the first record I ever bought. LP I ever bought. The first record I ever bought was actually by a band called Player One. It was a 7-inch, cost me 50 cents. And I don't know if you remember the arcade game Space Invaders, but this band Player One wrote a song called Space Invaders about the game, and I bought that. That was my first ever purchase. But this was my second. Man, what an album, Hotter Than Hell. It's such a good record. And Kiss are just one of those bands that just kept writing great albums, man. Like, I like all their albums, but, most people that know Kiss today, they don't know this. Or this record, great record, Rock and Roll Over. And to me, that's such a heavy record, that one. But, like, they just had a band they had really good writing, like, skills, and Paul Stanley was my favourite. Everyone liked Gene Simmons, but Paul Stanley he wrote, like, the better songs to me. But not to say Gene Simmons didn't. Gene Simmons is a fuckwit these days, but Paul Stanley's a legend. Talking about Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, and Kiss, one thing I want to talk about is Wendy O. Williams, and Kiss produced this record and helped Wendy O. Williams write this record. And I think Eric Carr plays on this as well, the drummer from Kiss, great drummer. But Wendy O. Williams, if you don't know who Wendy O. Williams is, she was another animal rights activist, vegetarian. I think she may have been vegan, I'm not too sure. Legend of a girl, great vocals. And what I liked about this, I should have done, because talking about girls and music, I love it. I love hearing girls play music. And I've got one coming up, but I'll talk about her first. But Wendell Williams was so tough. Like, you didn't fuck with Wendell Williams, mate. She was punk, and punk metal, like, at its best. Like, I haven't heard another girl front a band that's so tough and fucking, I just love Wendell Williams. I don't even know, I'm getting stuck for words because I absolutely love this record. It's just an amazing record. Wendy O. Williams. And, like, It's My Life. If you go check out her video clips for It's My Life and The Damned, which is another... Oh, I'll get to that. All right. The Damned was a song written by her first band called the Plasmatics. Now, I'm a massive Plasmatics fan. Punk, metal. And one thing I love about this band is they just look amazing. Look at this band. Bands don't look like that anymore. Look at Wendy O. Williams. What's happened to music today? But fuck, man. Destruction did a cover of, I don't know if you know the band Destruction, great band from Germany, did a song, covered The Damned off this record. But this is a great record. Great record. Wendy O. Williams, look at her on a fucking tank. One thing I can tell you about Wendy O. Williams and the Plasmatics is it's tough. It's absolutely fucking in-your-face tough. Check Wendy O. Williams out. She's amazing. But this is one, I love this, man. Growing up as a kid, this band, I was obsessed with this band. The Runaways. That's a tough fucking record right there. And I love the Heartbeat, the song Heartbeat. It's like a ballad. It's fucking such a... I think today, like, what girl bands sound like that? I mean, you had the Donnas. The Donnas were pretty good. But, not like that. Kick-ass band. I'll give it to the Donnas because I actually do think they're a kick-ass band. So I love this band. And it's Joan Jett and Lita Ford played in the Runaways. I don't know if you knew that. A good story of Lita Ford is years and years ago, I think it was in 92, a drum shop rang me and they're like, oh, because they knew I was a huge Runaways fan. And they're like, oh, Rob, you should come down, fucking Lita Ford's doing an install here today. And I'm like, really? So I went down there with my record, the first Runaways record, which I now have framed because she signed it. But the funny fucking thing about that is everyone had a new album and I didn't know what her fucking new album was at the time. But I rocked up smelling like alcohol and just booze and cigarettes. I was just a kid, long hair, big battle jacket on with fucking, Creator and Sodom patches and shit. And I walk up and there's all these kids with a brand new record, and here I am with a beaten up, like it was trashed. The first Runaways record I had was trashed. And she just looked at it and just laughed, and it was just like, respect. I was the only one there with a Runaways record. Signed it, she kissed me. I'll never forget that. Being a kid, I had a big crush on her. Love the Runaways. Check them out. But talking about chicks in music that I think are kick-ass and a must-have in your collection is Heart. Really tough, well-written songs. If I mean, a lot of people know who Heart are, but look, if you're gonna go out and buy a record, I think this is a good one to start with. I've got all of them on vinyl, but this is a good one because it's the greatest hits. But they've really chosen a good selection of songs, on this, and I think they're really heavy, well written, tough chicks in rock. Heart. Alright, so I'm going to end on this one. And I don't know if I'll end on this one, but I named my son after this band, Maiden. Iron Maiden. Now everyone's heard of Iron Maiden. But the reason why I've got these two records is because, to me, they're my favourite Iron Maiden records. They're the first Iron Maiden records I bought. I actually bought these in Maya, right? When Maya used to sell records. But to me, like, I'm not bagging Iron Maiden now, and their music, their albums they're putting out now are pretty fucking average. And I don't hate Bruce Dickinson. I like Number of the Beast, and how many times do I need to hear it? But we've all already heard, if you've never heard Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast, where the fuck have you been? But these are a bit more obscure for Maiden, and I think it's a shame because these two fucking records are insane how good they are. Big part of my life. I was obsessed with these two albums. I mean, I do like Bruce Dickinson, I do like the later stuff, I do like Peace of Mind, it's a good record. But, when they started getting into Power Slave, I think that was their last good record to me. I don't know, actually, I don't mind a bit of some songs off Somewhere in Time. But, I know they're not an obscure band, and I had to bring them up because they are important, and I think you need to have those two fucking records in your collection. Now, there is another band which I don't know where the vinyl is. I'm not going to go digging for it. And they're a Christian band, and I don't give a fuck. I mean, everyone knows I'm not into fucking religion. I mean, I love Venom, and I'm not a Satanist, and I love this band called Trouble. Trouble. The first two albums of Trouble. Or, just check Trouble out, because I don't think they've done a bad album. Go check Trouble out. I think Trouble is a fucking really good, heavy metal band to get into. To learn good lyrics too, even though they're Christian lyrics. They had good lyrics. They were more hippies than Christians, I thought. I think they used to smoke. I think they were more weed heads, bong heads and stuff. So they weren't really. I think they were Christians, but I don't give a fuck. Their music's fucking heavy, but Trouble, what a killer band! I think you should check Trouble out. All right, so I'm going to do one more and then end it. You'll know that I've done all these videos in the one thing because I'm wearing the same shirt. You'll know when I do the next one. I hope you liked this the section, this segment. But it's getting late. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna do one more thing and end it. But please listen to this stuff because I can't stand this shit that's getting around these days. It's just shit. And I know I've got mates in bands who are playing in bands right now, and nothing's impressing me. I just think everything's fucking dog shit right now. I mean, actually, you know what? We played, my Merciful Fate cover band played with a band called Turret. I think they're pretty good. They're like new wave of British heavy metal. Check it out. Turret. If you can think of bands that you think are good and current, send them my way. I'm interested in hearing it because I fucking, for ages, I haven't heard anything come out that I like. And I'm fucking spewing because I love music. And I don't mind going back to my old records and chucking them on, but it'd be good to fucking know that people are listening to good music and writing good music. And it's a fucking shame because I just think kids have fucking been listening to shit. Getting influenced by crap. Alright, that's my take on it, and that's what I think you should be listening to. If you don't have those records in your collection, you need to fucking have them in your collection. I'm Rob Wog, I'm out of here. I'm going to make one more video and then I'm going to fucking bed. Go fuck yourself if you don't like these records, alright? No, seriously, go buy these fucking records or download them, do whatever you need to do, but we need kids to fucking listen to real music. Real fucking music, because I just don't want to hear shit music anymore. Alright, see ya.